Okay, as you can guess from the title of this video, stop the war means we should stop the war in Iraq. Okay, first of all, it's just funny to me. Every reason that Bush has given us has been basically turned out to be false for even having the war in Iraq. Osama bin Laden was from Afghanistan. We went over to Afghanistan. We already dealt with Afghanistan and all the camps over there and everything like that. And Bush has still yet to get Osama bin Laden. But he said, oh wait, we need to get Saddam. Well, we got Saddam. Okay, so that's a done deal. We got, just in the news today, I'm hearing, things like this, well, besides the obvious that, gas prices have been increased and things like that, and the economy just really sucks. Gas prices, Gas prices going up, the economy's going down, stock prices plummeting, things like that. Well, actually, a few of them are up right now. But they're saying watch your 401ks because of just the effects on the economy that, well, we should actually just put this like this. It's going haywire. That's what that is. Two arrows, one going up, one just all over the place at the stock market. Stocks responding to the surge in troops. The surge in troops not even working. They've been trying for, over 5 years now to train Iraqi police and things like that. So gas prices are just out of whack. It's just crazy. If you want to save money on your gas, and and if you want to save lives, because you know what, the fact that Bush sent us in for false reasons, whether he knew that they were false or not, I find it kind of interesting that the person who's the most powerful leader in the world, who's the leader of the most powerful military forces in the world and the most powerful country in the world, didn't take the time to make sure that his sources were correct before waging a war. Are we really going to accept an excuse from a guy who claims to read a book every week that he's not even going to bother to check his sources to make sure they're correct before he wages a war? That's just, it's ridiculous. Where's the guy actually responsible for 9/11? Come on. He hasn't got him yet. Bush hasn't got Osama bin Laden yet. He's thrown us, oh look, I got Saddam. But I'm like, okay, that's nice, but what about bin Laden? This guy wasn't responsible for it, this guy was. It was established. That's the reason we went into Afghanistan. So the reasons were false for even going into Iraq. Osama bin Laden's not in Iraq. And he already got Saddam. Saddam's been executed, and we're still in Iraq. All the while, and all this time, USA, our borders are still unsecure, people. We're so worried about Iraq. Oops, not a very good. We're still worried about Iraq and putting more forces, in fact, in Iraq when USA's borders are still unsecured. Terrorists can come in through just about any point. Mexico, Canada, shoot, they might even show up in boats with those refugees from other countries. And they could come right into the USA while our forces are over in Iraq and attack us. So no kidding, there's still a threat from terrorists, because in 6 years' time, Bush is still yet to close our borders and make them safe. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to all these other countries. You got Afghanistan, you got Iraq. We're in Iraq now. We send our forces there to try to keep people in that country from attacking us by keeping them in their own country and fighting them there. And then we're going over to Iraq, and we're going to fight all the people in there in their own country, trying to keep them there so they don't come over to the U.S. because our borders are open and we can't do anything about that. But you know what? Then we have 100 other countries yet to go that could possibly come over and try to attack us. So we need to just come up with about, I don't know, a couple of 100 million more troops to send to about 50 to 100 other countries to try and keep them there and fight them there so that they don't come attack us because our borders are unsecured. Come on, people. If you don't have the idea that we need to bring our troops home and secure our borders by this point in time, if you're not against the war for all these reasons, if you like paying high gas prices and want your stocks going all over the place and you're losing your possibility of losing your 401ks, your retirement, things like that, leaving a debt for your kids in the trillions of dollars and their kids after them and their kids after them and their kids after them, if you want all those things, you go ahead and you support the war in Iraq. But I don't. Okay, we need to bring the troops home and stop this ludicrous thing going on over in Iraq. It's only causing us trouble. It's not accomplishing anything. Our borders are still unsecured. Well, we're sending troops over to all these other countries trying to keep them from attacking us by keeping them in their own countries. Why don't we just secure our own borders and have a really good troop presence and good police force and so on and so forth in a state of readiness and good defenses and intelligence and things like that within our own borders? Then we won't have to worry about who tries to come over and attack us. Like, how about we just pay attention when somebody gives a report, hey, there's a buildup of 15, 20, this glut of Middle Eastern guys that are not worried about landing planes, but they just want to fly them. And there was reports, and it was a lack of communication that caused all this mess on 9/11. It wasn't terrorists. Come on, people, get real. We need to stop this nonsense in Iraq, bring our troops home, and secure our own borders. That's the remedy. Thank you.